So good afternoon all. Am I audible to everyone? Please type in the chat box. Okay. Just give me a minute. Huh? 1 minute. Yeah. So very good afternoon to all. Am I audible? Please type in the chat box. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. So okay. Very good afternoon. Very good afternoon all. So today we are going to start our workshop on tenses, and as I hope most of you might be aware of tenses and what is tense, but as we are going to learn, yeah, very good afternoon all. So we are going to learn tense in a very different manner. But before we proceed with that, how many of you like traveling? Please raise your hand, or even you can type in chat box. How many of you like traveling? Okay. Okay. Yeah, very nice. Because our today's session is based on traveling. How many of you like watching movies? Watching movies. Okay. So the latest movie that you have watched? Yeah. What's the latest movie that you have? Okay, Salar. Okay. Okay. Okay, very nice. Salar, Dunki, Animal. Okay, very nice. And okay. Any PUBG players here? PUBG and Free Fire? No? Okay. So before we proceed, one last question. Okay, Free Fire. That's good. That's good. PUBG and Free Fire. Very nice. Before I proceed with the session, one last question. How many of you like watching cricket and playing cricket? Okay. Wow. So very nice. So our today's session and tomorrow's session. Okay, you like watching cricket. Very nice. So today's session is based on all those things what you like. And very importantly, you might have learned tenses using simple present or so-called using the syntax in a traditional way. But today we are going to learn tenses not in a traditional way, just by enjoying the things. Yeah, before that, there is a question. Okay, when the new batch is going to start? Yeah, soon you'll be informed with the help of notification, or even you can contact our telecallers or our team. Okay, they'll inform you. But just be in touch with our Naresh IT group. Okay. So everyone is ready. Shall we start the show? Yeah. Okay. Okay. Thank you. So let's start with tense. What do you understand by tense? Tense means tension. Is it? What do you understand by tense? Anyone? Just type in the chat box. What do you understand by tense? No idea? Okay, tense is tension. How many of you hate grammar, by the way? How many of you don't like grammar at all? Okay. How many of you don't like grammar? Okay, no grammar. Okay, so from today, you'll start liking it, and I'll show you the path. Okay. So tense is from Latin word. Okay, very nice. No grammar. Very nice. Now let's see. So see, as tense is derived from obviously from the Latin word so-called tempus, which means time. But why we need to learn about time? And what is the significance in terms of English? So very, very important thing. What is tense and why we need to learn tense? Before we proceed, let me proceed with three questions. As I hope the screen is visible to everyone. Is it clear? Okay. So obviously you might be aware of that tense is time. Okay. But let's go beyond. There is an example. I attend the spoken English class. I attended the spoken English class and I will attend the spoken English class. So if I ask you in which particular tense the first sentence is, so you may say it's present. Second one, you may proceed by saying that I attended the class in past. And third one, I will attend the spoken English class in future. But let me do some operation here. Now you just have to tell me in which particular tense it is in. Now, can anyone guess first sentence in which particular tense it is, or second sentence or third sentence? Can you guess the tense? No? No. Okay. So very, very important thing. Obviously, tense, it tells about the time of an action. It's nothing but work, when the work is done. But how it says, it tells with the change in the form of the verb. That's nothing but, as let's say this is the V1 form. And if I just add ed, which changes to V2. And in case of, or instead of writing attend, if I write attended, it becomes past tense. And thus the time of an action changes. So even here, instead of writing attend, if I write, sorry, instead of writing attended, if I write attend, sentence comes to simple present or present. Thus, what we derive as a definition is tense, it tells about the time of an action. See, it tells about the time of an action, but with the change in the form of the verb. So if I change this V1 to V2, time changes. If I change this V2 to will plus V1, time changes. So almost verb, it depends on tense and tense depends on the verb. So always to remember, if somebody asks what is tense, so you must not say it's only time. It tells about the time of an action with the help of the change in the form of the verb. In so simple terms, if you do remember Newton's third law. What is Newton's third law? Anyone? Yeah, you can type in chat box. Yes, every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So if you just change the form of the verb here, time is going to change. So called, if you'll change the form of the verb, time is going to change. Okay. Now, let's proceed one by one with the types of tense. So tense is divided into how many types? Three. That is present, past, and future. But the question is, why only three? Why not four or five or six or seven? Who will tell the answer? Why only three types? Any reason? No? Okay. See, as you may remember one phrase or the quote, necessity is the mother of invention. So if you'll see in our day-to-day life, either we speak about our present, or we speak about our past, or else we speak about our future. But apart from these three actions or the work or the times, is there any other scenario about which we speak? Obviously, no. Thus, it is divided into only three parts. Whereas, these three things are divided further into four parts. In case of present, it is divided into four. That is simple present, present continuous, present perfect, and present perfect continuous. Before we proceed with the things, now the question is why it is divided into only 4 parts, and those who can tell me will get a Nobel Prize. Yeah. Everyone knows what's a Nobel Prize? Yeah, anyone? Why present tense is divided only into 4 types? Okay. See, in case of present situations, you don't have to learn whether it is simple present or present continuous or present perfect or present perfect continuous. Simply, you need to understand why we got only these 4. Why not into 5 or 6 or 7? Now, let's get back to the actual story. Present tense. Okay. First one is simple present. Simple present. Is it visible to everyone? Okay. Second one is present continuous. Third is present perfect. And fourth one is present perfect continuous. Okay. Before we get into this, let's try to understand why it is divided into 4, or before that, how we got this simple present or present, simple past or simple future. The story goes back to early man era, so-called the Stone Age. At that time, people, they had only 2 jobs. One is wake up, eat, and sleep. They even don't have to learn any Python or Java or .NET or anything. The life was so simple. But one fine day, a person, he thought, as we are not speaking anything, so how we can communicate? So he thought and thought and thought, and he came up with something called Weaver. And thus, people, they started speaking about their daily routine using simple present, using V1. That is, I wake up. After that, what the early mans used to do, so-called the apes, wake up. After that, yes. Then hunt. After that, kill, eat, and sleep. As the days passed, they were enjoying. But one fine day, one other relative, he thought and he said, as we can speak about every day, but how about the past? Then they came up with one more concept called V2. And in order to speak about the past actions, they discovered the V2 and they started speaking sentences about the past, like I woke up, then I hunted the animals, killed, ate, and slept. Okay, in this way. Then one more person who might be the far, far relative, he thought, okay, even we can speak about every day, even we can speak about the past, then how about the future? So they came with so simple concept just by adding will to the weaver. And thus it became I will wake up, I will hunt, and I will eat, and I will sleep. So thus they got simple present, simple past, and simple future. Then slow and steadily, they came to a situation that how we can speak about everyday's action. Thus they came with the ing concept, so-called ongoing. And if somebody asks, what are you doing? So you may say, I am learning, or I am attending the class, or I am doing whatever the things that you are going through. And in order to explain that, you just have to use present continuous or even the ing form. That's nothing but V1 plus ing, or even you can use V4. Now, the situation it came, how we can express about recent action or just now activity. So for that, a new tense got invented or discovered, you can say, so-called present perfect, where we started using V3. Then how about present perfect continuous, which we'll see in the upcoming session. Let's proceed with one by one with the first one, that is simple present tense. So before we start, where we can use a simple present tense? Anyone? Any idea? Okay. How many of you like watching cricket? Watching cricket? Okay. So which particular tense is used for the live cricket commentary? Which tense? Yeah, you can type in the chat box. Present perfect we use for the live cricket commentary. Okay, someone is saying simple present, present continuous. Okay, let's see, let's see. Okay, is there any recent match today? Any match? No? See, we use simple present, and simple present is nothing but first form of the verb that you need to use. That is, let me show you. Again, I'll come back to this point. For the live cricket commentary, live cricket. Okay, let's say there are two players. Let's say it is any player, any bowler that you want to take. Let's take the example of two players. Let's say the batsman might be Virat Kohli. Okay. Okay. Bumrah. Okay. Let's take Bumrah as a bowler. And the IPL has started, for example. Okay. Shami as well. Yeah, we'll take. So, for example, let's start with the live cricket commentary. So you can say Bumrah throws the ball, whereas Virat Kohli hits. So here, I'm just writing in short, Bumrah throws the ball. Throws the ball, whereas Virat hits the ball. And there it goes for 6. And if you'll observe here, throws, which is V1 plus S or ES. In terms of grammar, we use in case of he or she or name, we need to use S or ES. So Bumrah throws the ball, whereas Virat Kohli hits. So Virat is a name of a person, and with name we need to use, let me increase the font size. Yeah, I hope now it's visible. Okay. So V1 plus S or ES. Then again, I'm saying it goes. So it is nothing but the ball. And with this, again, you have to use V1 plus S or ES. And again, Bumrah, he throws the second delivery. Whereas Virat Kohli, he tries to hit the ball, but it goes for 4. Now the third delivery from Bumrah, he tries to throw Yorker, whereas Virat Kohli, he tries to hit 4, but it goes for single. So in this way, from now, whenever you watch cricket, you just have to use one thing, that is simple present tense. And simple present tense is nothing but it is simply the combination of subject plus V1 or V1 plus S or ES plus object. And what is this subject? Subject is nothing but the words so-called pronoun or noun which is used at the first position, so-called I, we, you, they, or even it can be he, she, name, or it. And what is this V1? V1 is nothing but the first form of the verb. Whereas if your subject is he, she, or name, or even it, then you have to use V1 plus S or ES. For example, he attends the spoken English. So with he or she or name, you have to use S or S. Why? Because these three things are singular. Whereas in case of I and we and you, so-called they, you need to use V1. And not only in case of live recap commentary, even in case of regular activity or repeated action or habitual action. So what is the meaning of this habitual action? Anyone has unique habits here? Unique habits like having tea, uh, not tea, yeah, idli with sugar, idli with sugar, no, okay, dosha with sauce, okay. So in case of unique habits, okay, for example, if you wake up in the morning at 2 or 3 or 3 4 or 5, so even you can say I wake up. So if you have some unique habit or regular activity, in that scenarios as well, you need to use simple present tense. For example, let me show you. In case of daily routine, even I'll show you how to proceed with the office routine as well. Let's say if you wake up, so you can say I wake up at 7 a.m. After that, I get fresh up. And if you could observe, you're going to use only one thing, that is V1. So I wake up at 7 a.m. Then after I get fresh up. And if you'll observe this here, we are going to use only V1. And from where you can get this work form sheets, you can collect after the class, or even you can collect from our office, this worksheet. What is this V1, V2? You'll get in detail. Or else if you might have attended the session, so you could easily recall what is this V1. Okay. So as the backend story is in subject verb object and as well as in the pronoun. So as directly we are discussing about the tenses. So here as I'll go a little fast. Okay. If you don't get, then just type in the chat box. Okay. Upma with sugar. Okay. Maggie with roti. Okay. Okay. Very good unique habits. Ha. In case of daily routine, so you can proceed. I wake up at, after that, I get fresh up. Then after, so you need to use this jargons, so called after that or then after. I take my breakfast. And moreover, you need to use between. Why between? Because you're saying about the time, like 8 to 9. But if you use by here, will be absolutely wrong, because by we use for the before time, but you are using between 8 to 9. By is used here. I get fresh up by 7:30. It means before 7:30, I get fresh up. After that, I attend spoken English classes, or like even your Java classes, .NET classes, whatever the classes that you may attend. Then after, you use your mobile phone. After that, you may take your lunch. Then so on. Whatever the activities that you do on a regular basis, you just have to use only one thing. That is subject plus V1 plus object. Okay. Now, how many of you are going to join IT sector? IT sector, so-called software engineers. Okay. Now, very interesting thing, how simple present can help you over there. Let's see. Let's say if you have joined the IT sector, and you know those who used to join from the day one, instead of attending the training sessions, what they used to do, they start clicking the pictures that, okay, these are my colleagues, my friends, this is my game zone, this is my workspace, and so on and so forth. They keep doing. Whereas the manager or the team leader or the trainer used to observe for 1 or 2 days, then they may ask, what are you doing? Or what is your work day, or what is your daily routine, or what you do on a regular basis. And if you say just as I click photos, then they may get angry. So what you need to do, how you can overcome the situation? Simply you need to use simple present. That is, I come to office. If you come exactly at 8:30, then you can use at. But if you come in between 8:30 to 9, and if your office is at 9, then you can say, I come to the office between 8:30 to 9. Or if you come before 9, then you can use by 9. Then after, I log in. I log in into my system. Then I go through. I go through my mails, or I check my mails. I reply them all, followed by I go to cafeteria. Then I take coffee or tea. After that, I take some rest or I relax. Then after, I come back to my workspace. I work for 2 hours or I work till 1. Okay. You can even add all these things. Okay. Yeah. Then after, I take my lunch. After that, I work till after the lunch. I work till 6. And after 6, you can say, I log out. Okay. So in this way, you can tell about your office routine as well. So apart from the live cricket commentary, apart from your daily routine, even you can use simple present in order to proceed with your office routine as well, in order to explain your boss or the trainer. Then where else we can use, as there are many scenarios where we can use simple present in case of uh, universal laws, even in case of facts we can use. But as we are not going into the deep of all the things, now let's proceed with a little bit about the questions, how you can ask the questions using this. So in case of simple present, mainly those who are going to attend for the interview, it's gonna be very helpful. The interviewer may ask, do you know about, let's say, everyone knows loops. Okay, let me take some simple example. Do you know about operators? So what you are going to answer here, if the interviewer asks, let's say if you know the answer, then you may say, yes, I know about the operators, or about, let me write here, operators. And let's say if you don't know, then what you need to answer? Okay, don't know loops. Okay, no worries. Huh. So if you don't know, then what will be your answer? Please type in the chat box. If your interviewer asks, do you know about the operators? And if you know, then that's well and good. You can say, yes, I know about the operators. But how about if you don't know some answer? No, I don't know. Okay. Yes, I know. Okay, very nice. So let's say if you don't know the answer, you can say, no, I don't know, or I do not know. Which one you are going to answer? I do not know, or I don't know. Yeah, please type in the chat box. Do not know. Okay, few of them are saying don't know. Okay. Now let me tell you. See, this is not only a workshop on tense. Even you can correlate about your interview, or even most of the things in simple past tense, you'll come to know most of your jam topics will cover using simple past very soon. So just get tuned to it. Now, let's say if you say, I don't know, you know, what does it mean? Let's say if I ask you, do you know about the operators? And if you say, no, I don't know. And the other person is saying, no, I do not know. So the person who says, no, I do not know, then obviously I'll feel good about that person, because do not know is a bit polite than don't know. Because don't know shows a little bit attitude. Whereas in case of interview, no one likes the attitude. So always try to be polite. You can say, no, I do not know. Please could you proceed with the next question? Okay, this can put things, I mean, all the polite things we'll discuss in our auxiliary verbs. So in case if we're gonna have any other workshop or else in regular classes, I used to discuss about would and could, all these things. So now I hope you understood about do. So do is used in case of you and they. Like, do you know? Do they know? Anything it can be. Okay. Do they play or do you play every Sunday or do you study every day? It can be anything. Next. There is one more concept related to this, related to questions, that is does. Very interesting thing. Does he? Let's say if the interviewer asks you about any other person, or like your manager asks after joining, he may ask, does he know you about your friend? Does he know you? So you just have to guess which one is right. Does he know you is correct or does he knows you is correct? So first one or second one? Which one is right? One or two? You just have to type first or second. Second one. If you are saying second, first, see. So why I'm emphasizing on this grammar part a little bit. Yeah, if you are saying, okay, there is a confusion. Because whenever you write your email, even in our regular course, we used to have email writing sessions as well. In that, particularly, I used to emphasize that your grammar matters a lot. And most of the people, they do the mistake. So which one is right? Obviously, this one, first one is right. Okay, this is correct. Whereas, what's wrong with the second one? Obviously, here, always to remember, whenever we add s or es to one verb, we must not add s or es to the other verb. Here, do is the first form, and already as I'm adding s or es, so I should exclude s from this. So here, the right one is, does he know you? But most of the people, they do the mistake. Does he knows you? Absolutely wrong. And for this answer gonna be yes, he knows or no. Which one I need to write? Knows or know me? Yeah, now you can type in chat box. Yes. So yes, he knows me. Or you can even say no, he does not. Sorry, he does not know me. So one thing that you need to learn here, useful thing, I would say, whenever you proceed with these three things, so-called, with he or she, or it can be any name. Sorry, it can be any name. Always you have to use V1. It's nothing but, for example, if you are going to use the verb know. So does he know? Does she know? Does Ramesh know? Okay. And in case of answer, you need to just add S or yes. So simple. Now I hope it's clear. Now let's go with the next tense, that is present continuous. So how many of you like vlogging? Vlogging? Anyone? No vlogging? Okay. See, present continuous is nothing but an action which is going right now. For example, if I ask, what are you doing? What you may answer? Yes, you may say, I am attending, we are attending. So how I can learn these things using vlogging, cooking, shopping, all these things. Let's see. Or you might be wondering, yes. Is it visible to everyone? Yes, I'm listening. Okay. Now, how we can learn present continuous with the help of blogging, cooking, shopping, everything. So are you aware of blogging? How many of you are aware of blogging? How many of you know blogging? Yeah, please type in chat box. Okay. See. So you might have seen the bloggers. What they do, they just start blogging by saying, hello viewers, my name is, and welcome to my channel. Today, I'm going to explore. For example, if they are going to explore from Naresh IT to Amirpet Metro. So they may start saying, today we are going to explore our journey from Naresh IT to metro station. And here, they may say, here the journey starts. So they may say, I am at Naresh IT. So I am climbing. Let's say if a blogger is at third floor. So he may say, I'm climbing down the stairs, then taking left. So if you'll observe very clearly, I plus am plus ing, so called in case of present continuous, if you are aware of, we use the syntax subject plus so am is are plus v4 plus object. The same thing I'm using here. See, I is my subject, am, and with I need to use am, then followed by v4, and rest everything on will be my object. So I just have to use this syntax in order to follow my blog. Yes, no blogging. Yeah, blogging is something that people, they keep on exploring. Like I'm climbing down the stairs, then I'm taking left, further I'm climbing down, and finally I have reached the downstairs. From here, I'm taking right or left. Then I'm going straight. And as you can see, there are many shops, even the juice corners, Xerox shops, even students, they are just going by carrying or by holding the books or notebooks in their hand. And even though by ignoring everyone as I'm going straight and straight, and as after walking for 400 meters, finally I'm going to reach Amirpet metro station. Not only this, even if you're traveling, even in case of traveling, you can say, for example, if you are going to travel from Hyderabad to Mumbai, you can say, hello viewers, welcome to my channel. And today I am going to explore, or today I am traveling from Hyderabad or Secunderabad to Mumbai. So right now I am booking my cab. See here, I am booking my cab. So again, I'm using present continuous. I'm booking my cab. I'm waiting for my cab to arrive. Okay. You just have to use present continuous. I'm waiting for my cab to arrive. As you can see, my cab is going to arrive. Then I'm getting into my cab. In next 5 minutes, I'm going to reach the railway station. Then I'm going to the platform number 1. I'm waiting for my train. As you can see, my train is going to arrive in next 5 minutes. Then I'm getting into my train. I'm searching for my berth. So in this way, just by traveling or vlogging, you can learn present continuous. And parallelly, you can learn speaking as well. Hope you're getting. Yeah, here as I'm going in a short due to lack of time, because we need to cover all the things. Yeah, we can use going up. Yeah, you can use going up, but climbing up or climbing down is the right thing. Okay. Sorry for this, like as due to lack of time, I am going in a short. Okay. For the detailed one, we'll discuss in our regular classes. Okay. So even in case of traveling, let's say if you're traveling any place, just you need to start using present continuous. And what is that present continuous? Let me show you. It's so simple. You just have to use subject plus am is are plus v4 for v4 plus object. That's nothing but if your subject is I, then you have to use I am. If your subject is we, you, or they, then you have to use are. If it is he, she, or name, then you have to use is and followed by ing, like I am attending the class now. He is going to spoken English class now. They are buying vegetables now. So in order to tell about the ongoing action, so traveling, even cooking or even shopping, even about vlogging, all these scenarios comes under present continuous. So never ever try to learn in a traditional way just by adding the things like subject plus am is are plus v4 plus object. No, just try to explore these things. Now, as we have seen about this so-called vlogging, even we can use present continuous in case of cooking. So how many of you like cooking, by the way? Cooking, cooking. Anyone? Okay, very nice. So how we can implement the cooking thing over here? Let's see. So do you remember any cooking channel? Any cooking? No? Okay, so after this session, you can start your own channel for the cooking. Let me show you. Okay, cooking. Okay, cooking, shooking. Okay, very nice. Now, let me tell you a few things, few useful things that we use in cooking, and then after we'll start cooking. Yeah, is it visible to everyone? Yes. Okay. So let's try to get few insights of cooking and what are the things which are required for cooking. Then after we'll learn how one can learn present continuous just by using cooking concept. So first one is spatula. Parallelly try to note down the things as well. So this is called spatula. So for what purpose we use spatula, by the way? Spatula is used for anyone, any guess? Yes, for the stirring purpose. What do we say spatula in Hindi or Telugu? No idea? Okay, got it. Okay. Yeah. So this is used in order to stir. Stir, like as you add oil, then after you just add, then you add the curry leaves, then you add the chopped onions followed by green chilies, and then you stir. So for the stirring purpose, we use spatula. So after learning this, then we'll see, okay, atlakara. Oh, yes. Okay. Then after the next one. Next one is casserole dish. So this is used to store the recipes or any curries or even chapati or paratha or puri, anything to keep it warm, even including idli as well. So what we call it in Hindi or Telugu? Yes. Okay. It's a hot box as we say, but it's casserole dish. Now, next is cooking pot. So cooking pot is mainly used in order to make rice or even to boil water. So we may say something in our native language, but you must use cooking pot for this. Then followed by cutleries, okay, which are used for the eating purpose. And just after this, again, we'll get on to the cooking and how you can learn English just by cooking. We'll see in next few minutes. This we call as fork, as everyone knows, but this is very important. This is frying pan. So those who are PUBG and Free Fire players, they know about frying pan. Pan, yes. So this is used for the frying purpose, like aloo or omelette or anything. Then next is grater. This is to grate even the coconut or the carrot or even salad, anything. Yeah, I'll share this PDF, okay? I'll share it in the Google Classroom. Next, followed by griddle. Griddle is used for the chapati purpose, or even you can make dosha over here. And finally comes the ladle. So how many of you like pani puri, by the way? Pani puri people, they may know about ladle, or even anything for the liquid purpose. Either it can be dal or sambar. Okay. Yeah. Next comes the pestle. Pestle is nowadays people are not using due to mixer and grinder. This is very important. Most of the people, they don't know what do we call in English. So this is called rolling board. Okay. Rolling board is used to make chapati. Whereas very important thing, rolling pin. I hope you do remember during your childhood. This is also called mom's weapon. Okay. Yeah. So if you had during your childhood, you may remember. So it is used to make chapati. Next one is skimmer. Skimmer is used for the snack items, for the snacks. And the last one is strainer. So most of the students, they use filtering tea. No, you must not say that. You have to use, I'm straining the tea. Okay. So this is called strainer. Next is tongs. Tongs are used like even it is used for the chapati making. Even in the functions you might have seen, they used to keep in order to serve the sweets like rasgulla or gulab jamun. And the next one is wok. As you might have heard about kadai paneer. So you can even use wok paneer. Okay. Next one, squeezer, which is used to squeeze the lemon mainly at the soda hub or the soda point you will find. So these are the things that we use mainly. Interview skills. Yeah, after this, we'll have interview things as well. In the regular sessions, I used to, okay, so or else even in the next workshop, I'll share all those things. Now, let's come back to our tense, how we can use these kitchen items in order to proceed with our cooking. So, any chef here? Any chef? Yeah, I will tell you how you can use these tenses in your interviews. Okay, how it can be useful. I'll correlate over there as well. Yeah. So, what's your favorite curry or recipe? Anyone? Yeah, you can type in chat box. Okay, kadai paneer, Maggie. Okay, chicken. Okay, chicken curry. Okay, so here there are many chicken fans. Okay, very good. Fry fish. Okay, now, so even after this course, you can start your own YouTube channel for the curry making purpose. I mean, cooking channel. And how you can start? You just have to say, hello viewers, my name is, and then followed by welcome to my channel. And then you need to start today. Today, what you are going to prepare? So you can say, today I am going to prepare. Let's say if it is chicken curry, then you can type chicken curry. I mean, you can say if it is fish curry, then you can say fish curry. If you want to prepare Maggie, you can say Maggie. What else? Yeah, kadai paneer. So instead of saying kadai paneer, what you can use? Sorry, you can say wok paneer. Wok. Okay. Now, in every process, one thing is common. Yes, wok. Yeah, very nice. So one thing is common. What we use, you have to say, first, I'm going to take the ingredients. So as you are going to take the ingredients like chopped green chilies, chopped onions, curry leaves, turmeric powder, salt, then followed by, if you are going to proceed with paneer, then you need to say the chopped paneer, sorry, paneer pieces or even the Maggi. So you need to show the Maggi. If it is fish curry, then fish, cut pieces of fish, or even you can say, I'm going to the shop in order to purchase. And once all the ingredients are ready, then you need to proceed by saying that right now I am taking what? A frying pan. Everyone knows frying pan? Okay. So I'm going, sorry, it's not I taking, I am taking. Okay. I am taking a frying pan and keeping or putting where on the where on the stove, or if it is gas or if it is oven. After that, I'm lighting up the stove, and followed by, after lighting up, you just need to add oil. So you have to say I am adding. Okay, I am adding subject plus am plus v4 plus object. I'm adding 2 spoons of oil. After that, I'm adding chopped onions, then chopped green chilies, then chopped curry leaves. And after that, you need to prepare because I don't know cooking. Okay. Yeah. So hope now you understood the process, how to make. Voice is breaking. Is it clear now? The others? Okay. Okay. Thank you. So I only know the initial process. Actually, I don't know cooking, but I would say how to prepare. So those who are master chefs, they need to try at home. Okay. Yeah, very nice. So you just have to use this process. Let's say if you today you are going to prepare anything, so just use the process. Hello viewers, my name is, welcome to my channel. Today I am going to prepare, and let's say if it is any special thing, then you can say. So before that, let me elaborate about the ingredients. As you have to elaborate about the ingredients, then you need to start the process. First, I'm going to clean the frying pan. Then I'm keeping on the stove, lighting up the stove at a medium flame. Then I'm adding 2 or 3 spoons of oil, followed by chopped onions, curry leaves, or even if you want, you can add cumin seeds, whatever the things that you are going to prepare. You just have to proceed in present continuous. That's it. Is it clear, everyone? Shall we proceed? So, apart from cooking, how many of you like shopping, by the way? Shopping? Shopping? Only few members. Okay. So, even in case of shopping, you can use the same present continuous. So have you seen any shopping blogs? Shopping blogs? No? Okay. Okay. So you can create your own shopping blog as well. Let's say if you are going to shop for the New Year or for the upcoming Sankranti or Pongal or any other festival. So you can proceed that. Hello viewers, my name is, and then after you can proceed. Today we are going for the shopping. If you are going with your friends or family members, then you can proceed. Today I am going to whatever the place. Let's say if you are going to any mall, so you can name the mall. I am going, or even you can say we are going. So with we always you have to use are. We are going to, and let's say if it is any mall, so name of the mall, name of the mall, whatever the city it might be. So you can start your journey by saying, right now I am at the entrance. Now I am getting into, I am asking that whether this particular product is available or this particular design. Then he is answering, yes, it's available. Then followed by as I'm getting onto the first floor, then I'm asking the particular design and the color, he is answering. So in this way, you can proceed with the shopping things as well. And moreover, even if you are habituated to watch news over there as well, you might have seen, in order to cover the live streaming, I mean live news, which tense is used for the live streaming of news, live streaming of anything. Either it can be news, mainly. Yes, it's present continuous. Okay. How present continuous? Further, you can say, uh, let's say if any boy fell in the well. So the news reporter comes and he or she starts saying that, hello everyone, today or right now I'm reporting from live from this particular well in which you can see a boy. He is struggling for his life. See, subject plus is plus V4 plus object, so called, which is a syntax of present continuous. So he's struggling in order to come, whereas the villagers they are sending or they are trying to rescue by providing the food packets. In the meanwhile, NDRF team has arrived. Even they are trying to provide the oxygen cylinders, whatever the things that they are going to provide. So in this way, even if you are planning to become a news anchor, you can use present continuous. Okay. Again, as I'm saying, in case if you want the detailed one, as I'm going in a bit fast manner, okay. Further, if you get any queries, so you can even ask in the class as well. And those who are very new to this, so you can proceed with our regular sessions, okay. Now, so apart from this, even there are many scenarios where we can use present continuous, but majorly we use in these things. After this, the next is, as I told you, in case of vlogger, so-called the vloggers they use, even in cooking, even in case of anchoring in the sense, let's say, if you might have participated during your school time, so the anchors they have used by saying that now we are going to have our next participant or our next program is of singing or dancing or speaking or speech or anything. So they say we are going to call, and we are going to call is nothing but present continuous. Now, next is in case of questions, majorly we don't use the question. Only we use using what, like what are you doing, where are you going? Okay. Now it's present perfect. So before we proceed with it, how many of you watch cricket? Again, cricket. Okay. How many of you go through the cricket highlights? Cricket highlights. Yep. Yeah. So, now I hope no disturbance. Yeah. So how many of you like cricket highlights? Okay. So soon, within 1 or 2 months, you are going to enjoy IPL. And in that, most of the people, those who miss the cricket match, they go through the cricket highlights. But do you know which particular tense do we use in order to proceed with cricket highlights? Anyone? Any idea? Yes, obviously, it's present perfect. So let's proceed with the cricket highlights. And then we'll come to the present perfect. Let me. Then with the help of that, cricket highlights. Okay. Let's say if it is Virat Kohli or any player you can say. So let's say if he has scored 100 or 108 or okay, I'll suggest all the things. Yeah. See, if you are clear with the basic grammar things, then in the tomorrow session, I'll let you know two interesting things with the help of which you can take your English to the next level. Okay? Yeah. Just hold on for tomorrow. So here, let's say Virat Kohli has scored, let's say 104 or 106 out of 108 balls. So simply you can say Virat Kohli in the highlights. Virat Kohli or Virat has scored 104 runs out of 108 balls, out of which or in which he has hit. So here in case of present perfect, interestingly, if you'll see, we use something called have or has. For example, with the subjects called I, we, you, and they, you need to use have. With the subjects called he, she, and name, you have to use has. So if I'm going to use the name, let's say Virat, so it comes under name. So with name, I have to use has and then followed by V3. So one thing you just need to remember, whether it is present perfect or past perfect or future perfect, regardless of any tense, so-called present, past, or future, always you need to use V3 and then followed by object. So if you could see, or let's compare it with the help of the same syntax. I'll come to present perfect again, and when we need to use. Yes, so here what I'm using, the subject. Subject is Virat, then followed by has. Why I'm using has? Because it's a name, and then followed by V3. So here as I'm using V3, and rest everything gonna be my object. The same syntax. He has hit. He has hit how many? He has hit how many fours or how many sixes? Let's say he has hit 5 6s, and he has hit or scored 10 fours. Apart from that, apart from that, he has taken, okay, again, I'm using subject plus has plus V3. He has taken 20 2Ds or 20 singles. Singles are nothing but single runs. So in this way, you can proceed with the cricket highlights about any particular player. When you can say he has hit uh, 20 runs or 30 runs on the onside, 50 runs on the offside, rest of the runs on the leg side, whatever the thing it might be. So where we can use present perfect. So one we have used in case of cricket highlights. In case if you want to proceed with any proof, for example, in your general introduction, what we use, as you might have seen, people they say my name is, after that I am from, and followed by I have, let me write in the other, what they use, I have completed my graduation. So is it right? This one is right or this one is right? Completed my graduation. Which one is right? Yeah. During your introduction, which one you have to use? I completed my graduation or I have completed my graduation? First one. Okay. And moreover, obviously, grammatically, both the sentences are correct. But first one shows that you are interested and even there is a proof. So if there is any proof, yes, have completed is right. So if you have a proof or if you are excited, then even in that case, you have to use present perfect tense. So the meaning of perfect means completed, and present, it means completed in the present. Okay. So whenever you proceed with such scenarios, so one scenario, as we have seen about the cricket highlights are nothing but which completed just now or few minutes ago, and even there is a proof, or even you might be excited about that. If we use I had completed, no, I had we use in past perfect continuous, sorry, past perfect. That we'll see in our, if we get time, so we'll discuss today or else in tomorrow's session. So past perfect, in that we use had. And moreover, in order to highlight the issue in the past, there we use. So for that, we have one scenario, doctor scenario. We'll see tomorrow. Now, let's come back to this. Even after the interview, so once again, how many of you are going to become a software engineer, so-called going to join in IT sector? Please raise your hand. Okay. So after your interview, if your friend asks, how about your interview? Have you attended? Then you may say, okay, most of you are going to attend the interview. Okay. And most of you are going to join IT sector as well. Okay, very nice. So the question is, if your friend asks, how about your interview? So which particular tense you are going to use in order to answer? Obviously, present perfect. Okay. You need to say, I have attended for the interview where the interviewer has asked me about operators, or the interviewer has asked me about Java, or even about the advanced concepts, so-called OOPS concept, or encapsulation, anything it can be, or even he asked me about the HTML, even he asked me about the CSS, it can be anything. So in order to proceed, or in order to tell about your experience, what are the questions that were being asked or that were asked, you have to use present perfect tense, so called. He has asked me this question, then I have answered this, then he has asked me this question, then I have answered this. So in this way, you can elaborate about your interview experience. Apart from that, even you can use about the movie review. How many of you like watching movies, by the way? Watching movies? Yeah, please raise your hand. Okay, so here there are many fans of. Okay, so which is the latest movie that you have watched? Now let's write the review for that. Okay, Salar. Mhm. Now, how to tell about the movie review? And you know who used to ask the movie review? If you'll go to multiplex, and if you are a die-hard fan, so you may watch the movie first day. Yes. Yeah. Have you watched the Salar movie? Yes. In this way, you should not say, have you seen? So even in order to ask, have you? Have you seen is correct, or have you watched is correct? Which one is right? Which one we need to use? Watch. Okay. Yes, obviously. So have you watched? So if you'll watch, or if you're a diehard fan, okay, then you are going to watch the movie at the first day, first show. And once you come out of the theater, there used to be two persons. One by holding the cam, the other by holding the mic. And he may ask, have you watched the movie? And as usual, you need to answer yes. And after that, he may ask, tell me about the movie review. And then you may proceed. Yes, I have watched, in which the, sorry, hero, hero has acted very well, as you might be fan. So here again, I'm going to use present perfect, that is has plus V3. Hero has acted very well. Director, or okay, first let's talk about villain as well. So even villain has performed or even acted well. Difference between watch and see. Okay, I'll explain. Okay, let's complete this. Okay, so villain has performed his acts, or villain has fought with the hero very well. Even you can say the director has shown the climax in a very apt manner, or in a very good manner. So in this way, even you can say I have watched the movie in which the director has shown many ups and downs in the second part or in the first part, or the first part he has completely shown the emotional drama or the thriller or the suspense thing in this. So thus you can proceed with your movie review just by using present perfect. Yeah, in detail, we'll discuss in our class. Okay. Yeah, here just we are just going as the glimpse of the present perfect. In detail, we'll see how we can use. Now, apart from the movie highlights, sorry, apart from the cricket highlights, apart from the movie reviews, where else we can use present perfect? Even as we have seen in case of interviews. Okay. Yeah, where else? In real time scenario. Anyone? No idea? See. So after the match, it's nothing but cricket highlights. In case of cricket highlights, let's say if you have written any exam, and after writing the exam, your friend may ask, how about the exam? Then you can say, yes, I have attempted all the questions, out of which like in the first question I have answered this, in the second question I have answered this. So even in that case you can use present perfect. So let me write here one thing, that is practical application for present perfect tense. Okay, in case of interview, and let's say if you have traveled recently and if you are excited to tell about the places that you have visited, so you can say I have visited or I have traveled whatever the places, and then you can give the details about those places using present perfect, so called subject plus have or has plus v3 plus object. And even you might have seen in the cooking shows, after the preparation, or even in the vlogs, after the preparation, yeah, you'll get the PPT recording. I'm not sure. Okay, PPT you can get on the Google Classroom. Now listen. In case of recipe, let's say if you have prepared the recipe, if those who are the existing students, so they may have the Google Classroom. Those who are new, you can just contact our team. They'll provide you. Yeah. Now listen. Recipe. In case of recipe, after the recipe is done, how you can elaborate? You can just say that I have prepared this, in which I have added. Simply, you need to use present perfect, in which I have added this, followed by this. After 5 minutes, I added this. In that way, you can proceed. Hope you are getting the point. So, not only these scenarios, if you'll explore, you'll get more and more things. Okay. So, once a recap about our today's session, as we have started with our tense, we have discussed what is tense, in which we have learned the types of tense, so-called present, past, and future. And then further, we have seen the story, how we got simple present, simple past, and simple future, followed by where we can use. So, where we can use simple present. Yes, in case of live cricket commentary, in order to proceed with the daily routine, in case of, yes, in case of office as well, yes. Whereas we have used present continuous, and even we can use in case of blogging, cooking, shopping, anchoring, and live streaming. Whereas present perfect is used in order to proceed with the movie reviews, cricket highlights after the exam or after the interview, or if you have visited any places, or if you have prepared the recipe. So in our next class, in tomorrow's workshop, we'll see. Okay, don't worry about all this PDF. I'll forward you. Even I'll share my mail through that you can get, or even you can contact our Naresh IT team. Even they'll forward you. Now, just worry about the knowledge more and more. Let's come to the point. Very important thing. Tomorrow we are going to see. Before that, how many of you watch movies? By the way, so it's not about the movie review. You are going to create the movie. You are going to write the scripts for that. Anyone? Okay, very nice. So in our tomorrow's session, I'll teach you how you can write the scripts for the movies. So first, even for the movies like KGF 3, Bahubali 3, or even upcoming movies like Salar 2. Okay. Apart from that, even we have not discussed the PUBG. So how many are PUBG fans here? PUBG, PUBG, Free Fire. Okay. So we have a special tense for you. Apart from that, okay. How many of you are graduates here? BTech. Okay. So there is an interesting story which lies in tenses. Okay. So we'll discuss that. Okay. And moreover, even related to the leadership things as well. And very important thing, tomorrow I'll share you the one of the key tip and trick how you can improve your English further and related to your interview skills as well. Okay, particularly related to your jam and a little bit related to your GD. That how these things can be helpful over there. Okay, everyone. Yeah. So before we wind up, any other queries? Anyone, any queries? You can type in the chat box. No queries? Yeah. So thank you all, and thanks for joining. So we'll meet tomorrow at the same time. Okay. Yeah. So even tomorrow, we'll meet at the same time, and we'll start all the things related to movie things. Okay. Thank you.